From the moment President Trump took office, he's used his position to benefit himself rather than our country. He's trampled the rule of law, trying to weaponize our Justice Department to attack his enemies and protect his friends. Rather than standing up to Vladimir Putin, he fawns over a dictator who is still trying to interfere in our elections.
Night 2 of the Democratic National Convention, the Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee today made some news of their own. They took the wraps off a 1,000-page final report on Russian election interference in our 2016 election. The New York Times sums up the damning conclusions this way, and we quote, "The Russian government undertook an extensive campaign to try to sabotage the 2016 American election to help Mr. Trump become president, and some members of Mr. Trump's circle of advisors were open to the help from an American adversary." We're happy to have with us for more tonight Congressman Adam Schiff, Democrat of California, chairman of the House Intel Committee. And Congressman, first off, let's rewind just a bit to what we just saw, Sally Yates, the likes of Colin Powell, and if you had to sum up their conclusions tonight, that we are not safe under this president.
Well, I think that's exactly right, and we're not safe in a couple key respects. I think both of them highlighted. One, Colin Powell, the threat from outside the country, the danger from an adventurous Russia, the danger from the challenge posed by China, but from Sally Yates, the threat from within, the threat to our democratic institutions, the fact that we cannot rely on this president to do what's right for the country, only what's right for himself. I think they highlighted both aspects of why this president is so wrong for America and poses a grave risk. It was a terrible epiphany for me during the course of our investigation that threat that Sally Yates spoke to, the threat from within, in fact, is now greater than the threat from without.
I just read you the thumbnail description from the New York Times article. Matt Miller, the former spokesman for the Attorney General in the Obama administration, put it, I thought, more directly, in a stronger fashion, more succinctly this way. Trump solicited, welcomed, and benefited from Russian interference. There wasn't sufficient evidence to charge anyone with a crime. The fact we've let two become the excuse to ignore one was and is a national failure. And I assume, Mr. Chairman, you concur with that.
Well, I certainly would. And, this was a point that I tried over and over again to make with my Republican colleagues, which is, are you really saying that you think this is okay, that the Trump campaign invited Russian help? They made full use of Russian help. They did so, as the Senate report today makes clear, knowing that it was Russian help, that the Russians had been responsible for the hack, that they were responsible for essentially the drip, drip, drip leak of these documents through cutouts. And they still eagerly embrace this help. And in fact, more than that, one of the new findings that's revealed by the Senate report today is that Konstantin Kilimnik, the Senate finds, was not just someone linked to Russian intelligence, but was a Russian agent himself. This is a partner of the campaign chairman, Paul Manafort, Trump's campaign chairman. And so here you have Paul Manafort, the chairman, secretly meeting with a Russian intelligence agent, providing that agent internal campaign polling data while that agent's country, Russia, is engaged in a social media campaign to denigrate Hillary Clinton and help elect Donald Trump. That is really damning stuff. It may not have been enough to charge either Trump or his campaign with a crime, but it is certainly unethical, improper, immoral, and reprehensible. And we ought to, as Mr. Miller points out, be able to distinguish the two.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.